and Chris from Oisism Records. I wanted to give a shout out to the Rooster podcast. Thank you for continually supporting small labels and new and upcoming bands and just keeping the scene alive.
What you said, it wasn't true. Now my heart is broken too. Doesn't matter what I do. I'm out of luck. I'm out of luck. Some truth needs no defense. So get the fuck off the fence. From consequences that I can't sleep at night. You didn't give it a chance. Say the truth will set you free. All your lies they weigh on me. Lock the door and toss the key. You're out of luck. What you said, it wasn't true. Now my heart is broken too. Doesn't matter what I do. I'm out of luck. I'm out of luck. Some truth needs no defense. So get the fuck off the fence. From consequences that I can't sleep at night. You didn't give it a chance.
Hello, my friends, and thank you for choosing the Rooster Show, your favorite place for underground music throughout the world. World renowned. I'm just playing. Today we have Bad to Worse. Bad to Worse has put out a great album. These are our streets. And today we have a couple people here. So let's go ahead and see what's crack-a-lackin'. One of them I know is Forrest. And Alan. Forrest and Alan. Alan Forrest. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, there's the magical voice.
I'm actually at the Forrest got our times messed up, and he told me 10 a.m. rather than 2 p.m. So I'm at the Eagles game, calling from outside.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. Are you there as a fan or are you working?
So both. It's I'm an Eagles fan, but my company, I work for a drug and alcohol rehab.
You want the middle?
And
Good for
we
you.
have like 2 people that are stationed down at the like medical security tent to like work with overly intoxicated fans. So I'm here half work, half hanging out.
That's awesome. Good for you, man. I appreciate having
Hi,
you.
Alan. Hey.
Good to have you, Alan. Hey, and welcome. Cheers, guys. How you doing?
How's it going, man? How are you?
Good. Right on, right on. All right, if you don't
I'm
mind,
trying to
go
find
ahead.
a quieter spot.
Yeah, you're good, Alan. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys and get them situated real quick. If you guys, gentlemen, can tell me
All right.
your names from left to right or right to left, whatever. Start with Forrest.
I'm Barry. I'm Barry.
Matt. Forrest.
Alan.
Okay, what was the first name again? No, my bad.
Barry.
Barry. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Nice to meet you, gentlemen. I appreciate having you here. I love your new album. These are our streets. Totally awesome. Great job on it. Magical.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm hoping for more in the works because yeah, that was amazing. So tell me, how did you guys get formed? When was it that you guys started? What was it, like last year or something? 24 or something like that?
Yeah, we started playing in, I guess, like the spring of 2023.
Oh,
And
23.
it started off just like Alan and I jamming out in my basement. And we had wanted to start a band for a while and, finally tried to start making it happen. And then I guess we jammed for a few months, wrote a couple songs, and then started, recruiting other members to join and stuff. And um, yeah.
So there's been a little bit of line change up until you got these
Yeah, we
fabulous
had a
guys
different
here.
drummer. We had a different drummer for, I
Okay.
guess, like the first year. And then Matt's our new drummer. He's been drumming with us since like what, October or something, like almost a year.
October of
Oh,
last year. Yeah.
good job, man. Good job.
Thanks, man.
What kind of drums do you play? I mean, like style, not style, but obviously Tamas or what?
Pearl. I have a Pearl Decade
Pearl.
Maple, if that means anything to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I
Yeah.
don't know the actual. Yeah, I know Pearl though. I actually played a
Yeah.
little bit on Tama.
Nice.
Tama drum set before. My buddy, best friend, taught me how to play, and so it's kind of fun rocking out to AC/DC and Kiss and
Yeah.
all that in the background. Have speakers behind you, just jamming out to them. It's
Right.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a release, man. I'm
Oh,
telling
yeah.
you.
There's nothing better.
Yeah, there. I mean, yeah, it's great. Actually, that's what I appreciate about all kinds of instruments, like playing keyboard, even piano. That'd be totally different release than playing guitar or like Alan does with his wonderful voice.
Yes.
I mean, it's totally different. And playing bass, it's totally different. It
Yeah.
totally is. I mean, it like reacts to the body in different ways. Is
Yeah.
what I've noticed because I love playing a lot of different instruments. Is I think versatility is key to the game, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, if someone goes out, you guys can swap out a little bit. Oh my feet are hurting on the bass pad, and hey, come kick in for me on this song. Give me a break.
Yeah. There you
Switch it
go.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Absolutely.
That is.
That
I've done
would.
that
Yeah.
before. I did that with one of my bands, and I was playing bass and vocals, and I swapped over to freaking guitar, and the guitars went to the drums, and it was freaking fun, dude. It was awesome. It was a
Yeah, I don't know if any
great
of
show.
us are competent enough on the drums.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily for these guys, I only play the drums. So
How long you been playing?
I used to
I'm,
play bass. That was like the first. Well, I played guitar in high school.
Yeah,
Never played guitar in a band like after high school, but played bass in a band for a while, and
good for you.
still like mess around with the guitar a little bit. But like anytime I've ever sat down to play on a drum set, it's bad, dude. My brain just can't wrap my head. The moving your feet and hands like at the same time. Just I also can't. Barry and Forrest to do backup vocals on a lot of songs
Yeah,
in the studio, but then live also. I can't do it. Like I can't sing and play an instrument at the same time, and I can't
yeah.
like drum with my hands and use the
Oh,
pedal
I
at
have
the
a
same
hard
time. And I made it to
I have
my
a
car.
hard
So
time with it too, to be honest with you. I could do basic rock. I'm fine with that, but when it oh gosh, but it gets all complicated and like especially with the hi-hat,
yeah.
doing the tapping on the hi-hat and then doing the
Yeah.
foot and stuff. I can't do it. That's like rubbing your head and tapping your belly at the same time. You know what I mean? You
Sure.
gotta be a
Yeah.
pro at that.
good.
Are you good
Yeah.
at that?
I want to say yes. Yeah. Yeah. I want to say yes.
Okay, all right. All right. Let's go ahead and go to Barry. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing
Yeah,
all right. Doing all right.
a nice smile, man. I can see your teeth right
Thanks.
through your beard.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
It's
awesome.
all hair and teeth. That's
Yep.
it.
That's good stuff. So tell me about you, your little background. Kind of when did you
Like,
start playing? What got you to want to be a musician?
well, I'm the bass player in Bat to Worse, and I started playing bass about 13 because all my friends bought guitars and I want to be different, so I bought a bass.
Hell yeah, rebel.
And not really knowing the difference between the two. And yeah, stuck with it. Started playing in my first band probably at 14. And been in an array of bands. Actually, me and Forrest were in at least two other bands in high school. So we've known each other for quite a long time. And yeah, I've been into punk rock and, you know, underground and subculture music since, yeah, about 14 years old.
Yeah, me too. Definitely young. I grew up young, loving Black Flag
Yeah.
and all that good stuff, man. I haven't stopped. I'm not
Yeah,
going
it's
to.
funny 'cause you always name your major like, oh man, Minor Threat, or it was Black Flag, or whoever.
Fugazi's
Like
still one of my favorites. Ugh.
the guy who introduced me to punk rock, he was just like, I met him at a carnival of all places, and I wasn't, I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't do anything like that, and everybody else was. And he looked at me, he's like, "Are you straight edge?" And I'm like, "Sure, what?" And like I had no idea what he was talking about. He's like, "Here,"
No,
and
I
he
don't go
literally
there. You
he
know,
pulled
so
out he pulled out a tape,
that's funny.
like a Minor Threat tape, was like, "Go home and listen to this." And that totally changed my life
Hell
for
yeah.
ever. But then like right after that, he was like, this guy was just like, "Oh yeah, you only support your local scene. Everything else is bullshit." So I went for like the first 5 years of my life only getting into like what played in York, Pennsylvania. Like,
Oh
and
no,
thinking
how
everything
funny.
else was just like selling out. And then like when I got a little older, I'm like, but there's some really cool bands out there.
Yeah, that's not fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is, man. There's some really good, especially now. There's so many great bands popping up, that are
Oh yeah.
underground that just need that love, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what this is, man. This is
Yeah.
what this is all about. That's why I created this, man, to show that love, bring that unity. You know what I mean? Punk
Yeah, we
skins and
appreciate that.
all that good stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, really, there's a lack of it. A lot of lack of respect. There's a lot of work that goes into these bands that like you guys, and there's no money making in it. So what do you
No.
need? You got to at least get that tap on the ass like the football player does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Alan.
I know
And
what you
so.
mean. Big ass tapper over here.
Yeah, exactly. Big ass tapper. See, it's a good thing,
I
bro hugs, and all that good shit. It matters, it does really matter. That love
Absolutely.
really goes a long way, and it motivates you to just keep doing what you're doing. So far what you guys are doing is excellent. So stay focused on that. Alan, looks like you got something to say.
no. I was
Surprisingly.
admiring your shirt though. It's funny, like I grew up going to punk and hardcore shows. The
Oh
first Oi
yeah.
show, the first Oi show I ever went to was actually in '97, and it was the Templars played, which I knew the Templars very well. I
Carl,
think it was
yep.
like right when that Clockwork Orange double 7-inch came out, and they played at a spot called the Nightingale in New York, and Oxblood opened, but it was a tiny venue, so they played under an alias, like it was billed as someone different. They played
Hmm.
under a different name, but yeah, it was Oxblood. So that's like the first actual Oi show I ever went to was Oxblood and the Templars. And I
Wow,
told
that
my
would be
parents,
excellent.
living in Howard County, Maryland, I told my parents I was staying the night at my friend Mark's house, which is like 15 minutes from their house. And that's what I did. I was in Manhattan with a bunch of fucking skinheads I never met before. And it was one of those like aha moments, So made me think of
Yeah,
it. Great shirt.
yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I love Paul. Paul's a great guy. And Templars, I love Pell and Rick and Carl. I had both those guys on my show already. Yeah, they're great. And I had Oxblood on with Frankie and Paul. So yeah, they're good people, man. I love them. I have a lot of respect for them, and yeah, love those guys, man. They sometimes they it seems like they feel like they like the Oxblood does it. They don't have that love and support. Like they feel like but they do. There are a lot of people that respect them highly. I mean, so
For
shout
sure.
out to them, man. Much love. Look at that on my coffee cup. Oxblood. Where is it at? There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oxblood.
Love it.
Anyways, lots of love for him. Lots of love for Haywire too, and all that good stuff. Yeah, a lot of respect. I'm trying to get them on the show too, but no answer back yet.
Yeah.
But much love to them.
They're
Anyways,
busy
so
guys.
enough
Yeah,
about that.
they seem to be pretty busy.
Yeah, they are, man.
Yeah.
I can't hate them for that. They're
Yeah.
good for them. That's what we need. Yeah,
Yeah, they've been on an impressive run for sure. For
Yeah.
yeah,
sure.
they have. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I'm
Someone has to
stoked.
carry the flag, and luckily it's them. You know what I mean?
Yep. So have you guys played with Shade for Battle yet?
Not yet.
Nope.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
huh?
Yeah,
Not yet. Oh, I love those guys, man.
That'd be cool.
I have a lot of respect for James and all the boys. Did you know that James has a goth rock band? The
No.
guitarist, yeah, the guitarist of Shaded for Battle has a goth rock project he does on the side.
Really?
What
That's
are they
pretty.
called?
You got me there, buddy.
We'll look it up.
No, I did an interview with him with that project. So oh my god, I'm sorry, James. I'm gonna cry. I did this like twice. I'm trying to promote him and I keep forgetting the name. But
Sorry to
hell,
put you on the spot, man.
hell, Templar has a band called Before Dawn, though. It's a project,
Yeah.
goth rock project.
That
See, I
one's-
remember that one, Before Dawn. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're like a Christian death type stuff. LA freaking death rock. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool stuff, man. Anyways, enough about that. Forrest, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Gosh, very good. I appreciate your motivation, keeping me in check with that
Oh.
bad email I did.
No problem.
Goodness gracious. I anyway, so tell me about yourself, a little bit of your background.
Yeah, I grew up in this area in York. Started going to shows. I mean, I have a similar story to Barry, like at a young age, like um eighth, ninth grade, getting into punk rock, going to
Yeah,
shows. Um, just like I guess growing up as kind of like a misfit kid, like finally feeling like I fit in somewhere. I mean, I think probably all of
yeah,
us identify with that feeling and like
yeah.
just being like, okay, this is for me, and yeah, I started playing guitar, I guess in like eighth grade. Um,
Mm,
and yeah, just been playing in bands. Then I have a daughter. So kind of like work, parenting, like music kind of took a back seat for a little while.
yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah.
14 now, so like that's kind of how this started was like, all right, she's a little more like independent. I have a little more free time, so um
Good for you.
that's why we try to start back up playing music again. Yeah.
So this project kind of was in the back of your head a little while back, but now you're
Yeah, I
able to
mean,
put it
not
into
playing in a
practice.
band, like, yeah, not playing in a band, like, I always felt like something was missing.
Of
Like,
course, yeah,
um,
definitely.
Definitely can relate to that. Yeah. It's I had a big like 10+ year hiatus with no band and definitely felt that same kind of void Forrest was talking about. And
Yeah,
prior to Bad to Worse, like him and I had did some like basement jamming, sometimes just on our own. There's a couple like cracks we took at like bringing some other people into the mix, and it just never really panned out till this go around. The timing just wasn't right for whatever reason. So yeah, definitely felt that something was missing, not playing in a band. That's something that's been important to me and pretty constant since high school. And
yeah,
after a long hiatus, like definitely stoked to be back into it. And stoked to be playing like the music that like I listened to was in high school. Like kind of came full circle, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you feel more complete now with this project?
Definitely. Definitely. For sure. And it's
You guys
all of
feel
us
like you're
have
all on the same page
Yeah.
with
100%.
with
Yeah.
the band's goal?
Yeah.
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 All of us have different like if you were to look through our like Spotify playlist or our record collections, like all of us do kind of branch out into like four different directions. But like street punk or oi or whatever you want to categorize us as, this is kind of the
Yeah,
one common thing that like we all can relate to. We all kind of see eye to eye on that. So which is and you can hear it in our music too, like the way Barry approaches bass lines or the way I approach vocals. It's like all that's, the way Forrest and Matt play, like all that stuff's heavily influenced on like other bands we listen to. But this is like this type of music's kind of that common bond. But I think
yeah.
it's neat that we all kind of bring those different perspectives or styles to the table, and that's it's
In a
what makes
melting
bad to
pot.
worse sound like bad to worse, you know?
Yeah, like a melting pot, and if you guys freaking come together, yeah, I get you. Different sounds that come together, and you guys come up with your own uniqueness. That's good. Good. I'm happy for you, man. So,
Yeah, I think
Alan,
also
well, go ahead, Force.
I was just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say when it comes to like songwriting and stuff, like we're very like collaborative too. Like there's no real like one songwriter in the band. Um like when we
Yeah.
first started, like Alan came with like he had like bass line ideas, or like Barry will come with bass lines, or Matt will come with the drum. Like so there's no like nobody's just like one person is sitting down and writing the songs. Like it's very like collaborative, which I think has been really cool.
That's
More so
good
than any
actually.
other band I've ever been in, actually. Like it is, we got something special. It's yeah, that's the way we do collaborate, the way we write together. It's smooth. There's never really like any tension or like resistance. We all it's kind of mad. Not to sound corny, it's almost like a magical thing the way we're able to come together and kind of all be on that same page and just to be open minded too. Like if Forrest comes to the table or I come to the table or anyone comes to the table with a riff, it might totally turn into something that we had envisioned initially, and we're always okay with it, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get to real quick with Alan. You said you help with sobriety and drug rehab.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
work for a
So
company called Recovery Centers of America. Yeah.
okay, good for you. That's awesome, man. I'm proud of you for that.
Well,
Um,
thank you, sir.
yeah. Sobriety is a very key and essential part of putting together. I mean, especially with bands, putting together, putting music out from your heart. I mean, if you have things cluttering in your mind, it's kind
Yeah.
of hard to speak from your heart. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
so, yeah, definitely. And having a clear mind, you can put out more meaningful music. So,
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
that's awesome. Good for you, man. Yeah, how long you been
Thank
sober, or if I may ask?
I'm pretty like personal about my recovery, but I'd say like 2009 is when
Yeah,
my life took like a major turn in the right direction.
good for you, man. I'm proud of
Yeah,
you.
thank
Good
you.
job.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, brother. Boy,
Boy.
let's go ahead and go back to let's go to the drummer, man. Let's go to the drummer. So, how long? Well, you said okay. What other projects did you say you were a part of before this?
Me?
Yeah,
I was in I've been in many bands since I was in like middle school and high school,
yeah,
especially we are in central Pennsylvania. It's a
yeah.
very rural, urban area. So
Okay,
when you do find punks, they're usually not drumming. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So like, over the years, I've gotten a lot of just calls of like friends bands. Hey, we need a fill in. Hey, you want to jam? Hey, we need a drummer. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah.
Most notably, I would say a band called Police State from around here in New York. A band I did called Grounds, and then just like filling in friends bands, when they need
Yeah,
me to. Over the years, there's just been too many to really keep track of.
yeah. No,
Um,
that's cool.
but yeah, I've been playing since I was 8 years old, so like fourth grade,
Damn.
or sorry, not fourth grade, second grade,
Wow.
second grade. So I've
That's
been playing,
awesome.
yeah, almost my whole life, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Good for you. That's awesome, man. So you guys say that you're all on the same page. I mean,
Yeah.
being different backgrounds a little bit,
Yeah, to
but
piggyback off of,
did you grow up liking punk as well, or what did you grow
yeah,
up liking?
to piggyback off of what Alan was talking about, and like what I said with this area, and almost like just what Forrest was talking about too. Like all of our stories are probably the same in that we found punk when we needed it. And like for me, I come from a very localish, blue collar family, very redneck, a lot of hunting, a lot of country music. I love
Awesome.
country music.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love bluegrass, stuff like that. And so like I found punk the hard way. Like I didn't have the internet, as a kid of the 90s, the internet was still pretty new
Yes,
to
sir.
like
Yep.
to my generation. And so like I didn't have a big brother that listened to Black Flag. I didn't have a
Hmm.
cousin liked Metallica. I had to just find stuff the old way, like t-shirts in the background, liner notes, who did Metallica think on this one random record. You know what I mean? Like, who's
Exactly.
Discharge? Like, Metallica is the reason I listened to Discharge the first time, and then
Huh.
that just sent me for a loop. And so, like, when I was
That's-
growing up, especially in middle school, I was the only punk rocker in my whole school district. So,
wow.
like, I didn't even really have people to talk to about it. It was just like, it felt like mine. You know what I mean? I can't speak for everyone else in the band, but
Yeah.
like, for me, I used to see his old band from around here, and like I wouldn't see any of the kids I went to school with. And so like for me it was like, oh, this is my night out of not dealing with this or that or thinking about school or whatever. You know what I mean? It was like, this is mine for me. My parents
Yeah.
don't get it. My teachers don't get it. But like it's cool because it's mine. And like no one else around here is doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was it it was really
That's
cool.
badass. That is.
Yeah.
I live in a town that's doesn't really have any punks as well. I think I'm probably the only one. It was
Yeah.
funny. I was walking through a store called Fred Meyer, and somebody was like, "Look, there's a punk rocker."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm walking with my fingernails painted, my hair was up in a hawk. Still got it.
Yep.
I just shaved it yesterday for you guys. Anyway,
Nice.
so but yeah, I love it. I love doing that. Anyways, because I don't think it's I don't want it to ever die. I mean, I found my love. It's like those same people were like, "Oh, I used to listen to Bad Religion in high school, or this and this." I'm like, "Well, why don't you still?" I still
Right. Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Right, right.
I mean, I listen to Minor Threat, Bad Religion, Fugazi, The Cure,
Yeah.
even Depeche Mode. I listen to all that stuff. I love
Oh
those
yeah.
old '80s UK bands. New Order.
Yeah.
Gosh, they're
I would,
timeless to me.
when I joined last year, I would say the one thing that really clicked, like the first time we were,
For me,
no, you're good. The first time we were in a room talking about music that we like, I think when it really clicked is when we started talking about like The Cure and The Damned and like Sisters of Mercy, like that kind of 80s goth wave, dark
Sisters of
wave.
Mercy, right there on my arm.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. So like, when like I wasn't expecting that. They probably weren't expecting that of me. You know what I mean? So like when we all just like landed on these few things, we were like, okay, now it clicks. You know what I mean? And
That's cool.
everything everything started to fall in organically because we understood then like, oh, like he is on this corner, but he's also over on this side, influence
Yeah,
wise. Like, oh, I
yeah,
now know how Barry's gonna think going into this part or this song, or you know what I mean? Or th-
yeah.
or we could just be like, oh, I have this idea. It's in the vein of this, or this. You know what I mean? And so like, and then we'll just start jamming, and next thing you know, we have a song, two songs, or something like that.
Well, a
And it's
lot of
been
those bands originated from punk rock. To be honest with you,
yeah,
Right,
right,
right.
I mean,
exactly.
rock and roll in the major sense, with Chuck Berry and
Yeah,
all that good stuff. But then went into with Iggy Pop and all that stuff being punk rock, and
yeah,
then broke off and branched off into death rock, and this
right,
and this and that, and or post punk in the UK, and all that. So I mean, just yeah, it's that's cool, man. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I like country as well, believe it or not. And I actually
hey,
wrote 7 country songs. So hopefully
oh,
someday
nice.
I'll
Dude,
share it with you.
I've been trying to start a country band, so I'll play drums. We'll do a record. I'll play drums on it.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't have a
Right
drummer
now.
for it, so I
There you
have
go.
7 songs written that I think that are gonna be like smash country hits. But
I'm in,
but
dude.
I'm working on a goth rock album as well, and I have some punk. I wrote like 80 songs. So I
Nice.
love to write music, but I honestly destroyed my finger. Okay, my finger's not there. There it is.
There it is.
Anyways, I took off the tip of my finger with a hammer.
Nice.
Literally, it was like dangling like a ketchup lid, like at a
Yeah, just
restaurant.
yeah.
Yeah, they had that little piece on the side that was still connecting. I put it back over the top. I'm like, I think I need to go to the hospital. I
Yeah,
saw my
right.
bone. I literally was staring at my bone, my skeleton.
Jeez.
So I mean, I've been out of commission for the past 3.5 years for that. I just got surgery like 11 months ago. Just finally got back to work. I've been
Yeah.
on workman's comp all this time. So, anyways, but I'm gonna do it. guitar's right behind me. I can't do chords,
There you
like
go.
Mr. Forrest can and all that. I
Yeah.
can't do chords, but I can do bar chords and power chords and modified chords. So
There you
I'm
go.
gonna get it done, guys. I'm gonna do it, man. I can do bass, so I got you, man. I got you right there. Hey, speaking of bass, Barry, do you use effects or anything?
I use
I have a bass
mainly
equalizer I use. It's
okay,
a
I just mainly use a
very
chorus pedal, going back to kind of that post-punk.
yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I use chorus pedal, that's about it.
Do you use a pick or finger?
I picked for what we yeah, for this,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, definitely. That's all I use too. I use Jim Dunlop, actually. The thin Jim Dunlops.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're made out of that fiber or whatever, and they
Yeah.
don't break, they don't snap, man. Yeah, I mean, I've still have one that I had from like 15 years ago.
Oh
It's
wow.
kind of worn. It's worn out.
Yeah.
It's like
Been down, but
three
still works.
quarters of a pick, but
Yeah.
yeah, still, yeah, I love it. Okay, so Alan, let's go back to you real quick. Sorry, I'm trying to get everybody into this. Alan, so you said you played bass for a while.
I did. I did.
Okay, so tell me about that. What got you to wanting to play bass?
So actually, I had
And then what got you into singing?
are you
So
familiar with the band Poison the Well? Heard of them before?
no.
Okay, more like metal, hardcore band. Like
Okay.
had a pretty good I mean, pretty good run, like early 2000s. But that was the first like hardcore band that I actually played in, and they needed a bass player. My friend Derek was playing guitar for them at the time. They needed a bass player. Um, so yeah, went auditioned, got the spot, and that was it. It's I initially had talked I initially went and auditioned for the band. They had two singers. The one singer quit and they wanted to go back to doing the two singer thing. So auditioned for that and went fairly well. And right around that same time the bass player left. They had a tour coming up. Like, hey, can you play bass? And I was like, I mean, I play guitar. I could figure bass out.
Yeah.
And
So you did bass and
that's kind of happened.
vocals?
No, I ended up just doing bass
Oh,
with
okay.
them. Just doing bass with them. That's the band I played in for a few years. I played on their first full length record and did a couple like bigger tours with them.
Cool.
Yeah, so did that after the fact. I sang in another band called Until the End. Was a straight edge band. We did a 7-inch on Equal Vision that I was on. They did two full lengths after that that I wasn't on. And then I also sang in a band called Target Nevada, a smaller band out of South Florida again. SA Mob or Surprise Attack Records out of Erie, Pennsylvania. It was the bass player for Brothers Keepers label. He put
Ah,
out that record. So did an EP with him and a full length with him. So I like when I write music and bring like bad to worse songs to the table. I'm usually writing them on bass. That's like my instrument of comfort. But the only band that actually played bass in was that band Poison the Well, which
right
sounds
on.
nothing like
You
bad
got
to worse, but still definitely like
you
heavy,
got to send
like
me a link to that. I
hardcore
want to
music.
check that out. Send me a link. I
Yeah,
love.
definitely.
Do you like Teen Idols?
I do like Teen Idols.
Yeah, they're good stuff, man. That's old
I like Teen
school
Idols.
straight edge, man. Is there much
Yes,
of a
sir.
straight edge scene right now?
There's a that's it. That's like one of the most iconic like 7-inch covers. I would think the
Oh yeah.
the yeah.
Yeah, with the
Um,
X's. Yeah.
I don't know that there's not a. I don't think there's a big. Forrest may be able to answer that. I don't know that there's a huge straight edge scene where we live, but down in South Florida, which is like where my formative like subculture music years took place. There's a huge straight edge scene down there. My roommate at the time was in a band called Morning Again, which was a big straight edge band, and yeah, just like South Florida in general had a pretty big straight edge uh scene, back at the time. Friends with a lot of those dudes still. A couple guys are still straight edge. Other people went their own way. But yeah, there's a little bit of a, you run into people up here, but I don't think it is definitely not the same volume of people that there were down in Florida like 20 years ago. But things
It was
change.
yeah, it was funny. I was watching I went to a Fugazi concert here in Boise, Idaho, and Ian was like okay, guys, stop moshing, stop, and all that, we're here to enjoy the concert. Don't want to hurt each other, and stuff. It was funny because I just got done punching a guy with a green mohawk in the face on accident, like do my old,
Yeah,
went bam, and I hit him right in the face, and then he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I'm like gonna get killed because he was like
right.
taller than me, bigger than me. I'm like, and he looked at me and smiled, and I'm like, I did that in love,
Yeah.
it's like it's all good. Oh man, but anyways, that was a funny concert, man. A band that opened up for him though blew my mind. It was a band called Dirt Fisherman. They had two chicks playing guitar and harmonizing between each other, and a couple of dudes, one on drum and bass. Amazing. Dirt Fisherman. You should check them out. They're kind of, I don't know how to say their sound, but they were really darn good. Fugazi, I mean, they almost did just as good a bunch of shows as Fugazi. It was excellent. Only mentioned that because it's straight edge. Anyway, so off the straight edge now. What's up with you, Forrest? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing
So,
good.
what kind of acts do you play?
I play Epiphone Les Paul Jr. right now.
Okay.
Got that a couple years ago. But yeah, I've always been like a Les Paul, Gibson style. But I like
Yeah.
Epiphone too, yeah. So
I have an Epiphone Les Paul edition as well. It's white, and
nice.
I've played that with most of my shows. I love it. I'm a solo artist. I've never had bandmates except for back in the day with a band called Stranger in Fiction that I did. I opened up for some tours, for some punk tours here that came through my town because there was no other punks here, so I never really could do any shows. Anyway, so but it was fun though. It was good stuff. What do you like doing the most? Are you more of a stage person or a studio?
Uh, I mean, I like both, I think, equally, probably. Like,
Yeah,
I love playing shows. Like, there's nothing that really compares to that feeling.
nothing.
Although it can be a little nerve-wracking and stressful at the same time, but like, yeah, just especially when you're getting a response from the crowd, like
Yeah.
nothing beats the feeling.
Have you had some flaws on stage that like your
Yeah,
equipment going out?
just our last show, I broke a string, you know, maybe halfway through the song.
Oh,
Uh,
I know that feeling.
Nobody noticed somehow. I somehow made it through the song, and then I didn't have a backup, so I ended up borrowing a guitar from one of the other guys that would play before us. And
I'm gonna send you a link later. I had my E string break right as the last song was playing started. And it was like only 8 seconds until my guitar kicks in. So I had 8 seconds to rip off my guitar string so it didn't dangle on the other ones, and then get it out of the way and then start playing. And it
Yeah.
turned out actually pretty darn good.
yeah,
I was actually pretty, and then right at the end, some Hispanic dude that I know that his name's Gary Hernandez. Shout out to him. He's a drummer. I love him, man. He walked right in front of the camera while my wife was recording and says, "Fuck yeah!" It was awesome, dude.
that's
It
punk
was it
rock
was a
for you
it
right
was a
there.
cool show. Yeah, I got $100 for 45 minutes of playing.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. It was not too
Yeah.
bad. Playing is my life, I mean, and writing music is my life, and I'm hoping to get back to that, like like very soon. I'm trying. I can only bend my finger like that much. Anyway, so I'm trying to. Hey, but much love to you guys. I'm serious. I mean, we're kind of getting low to our time. Got like 3 minutes. Wow. Anyway, so anything you guys would like to say? One last thing, and
I
any
guess we
shout
could
outs
plug
to
our
anybody?
album. We got these guys for sale on our
Hell
Bandcamp.
yeah.
We just, whoops,
Oh,
we just
10% off that one.
Yeah.
this is my personal one.
Yeah.
The new ones are shrink wrapped. Um, but yeah, we're gonna put the album out on vinyl also with working with Autism Records, so we're super
Oh,
stoked with that.
love you, Chris.
Yeah. Shout out
Yeah,
to Chris.
yeah, shout out to Chris. She's been awesome so far. And yeah, we're just gathering up like all the art and everything that we need for it now.
Good for you guys.
Um, we have like 5 new songs written. We have some other ideas. So yeah, we're like, keeping on creating and trying to come up with new stuff and on to the next thing, you know what I mean? We have some
Yes,
shows
sir.
booked. So
Yeah, hit me up when you guys get your new album, and we'll do a little promo. Get have you guys all back, and you guys can talk about your album and talk about the lyrics, talk about what it means to you, and give us an update on upcoming stuff if you guys want. So you guys are always welcome back, and I appreciate you being here on the Rooster Show. Your underground leader worldwide, man. I'm all over the place. I better
yeah, thank you for
Yeah,
Yeah,
Anyways,
thank you.
we
definitely
appreciate
all of you dearly. And Alan, save some lives today.
I'm trying my
Counting on you,
best,
bud.
man.
I
Go
know we're
Birds.
proud of you. Go Eagles,
Thanks,
man.
brother.
Go Eagles. You guys take care. Cheers.
All right,
Thanks
too.
for the opportunity, bro. Cheers to
Yeah.
you.
Later.
Man. Later, get it.